Well, what if I told you everything you've ever typed into a Google search box is archived into a downloadable file revealing just about everything you've looked for on the internet? Would that freak you out? Well, start freaking out.
They say an elephant never forgets. Well, the same is true of Google. The difference is you don't tell your most intimate secrets to elephants. Google remembers everything you've ever searched for. It's part of what makes Google so brilliant. But today, we learned Google's made your search history downloadable, reminding us just how much info they've got on us.
We've given all of this information over to Google and it's very difficult for us to get back. And once we see it presented, it gets kind of scary.
As many as 2 billion people have Google accounts, probably including you, if you use Gmail, an Android phone, Google Documents, the Chrome browser, or any number of other apps and products.
Whenever you're logged into Google, Google is storing your search history. To actually get rid of that, you can either go into this tool and delete it, or you can go under the hood, tinker with it, and make sure they never store it in the first place.
How much this bothers you probably depends on what's in your search history. But I guarantee there's something embarrassing there, even if you've never Googled any kind of adult entertainment.
By adult entertainment, Waleed means theatre restaurant tickets, Vicar Dibley DVDs, and the shockingly seductive music of Shakira. Leg off.
Ever Googled a personal medical condition? Checked if an ex-boyfriend is married now? Wondered whether elephants and rhinos can make love? And remember, if you can download it, then potentially so can someone else. Do you want your partner seeing your history? Or worse, your most annoying colleague?
Colin Jacobs is an online security expert, and if his search history is anything to go by, quite the elephant fan. Colin, what's the scariest part of this story?
I think the scariest part of the story is going to be when people download their search history and go through it and see just how much of a portrait of their lives they're painting in Google's databases. If you gave that search history to a government bureaucrat and asked them to figure out what are your interests, who do you vote for, and what are your sexual proclivities, I'm guessing for most of us they could come up with a pretty complete picture of who you are.
And how does that information apply to elephants, Colin?
Look, not all of us might be filthy elephant fanciers, but we've all got something to hide because it's just a natural part of being a person. Privacy is a fundamental human need, so I don't think the argument that, well, look, if you're not a terrorist or a criminal, you shouldn't worry. Well, I think worrying is a perfectly natural reaction.
We will actually need to wrap this interview up pretty soon. I might have to duck home just for a sec.
But in all seriousness, there is a big problem here, isn't there? Because if you're at work, for example, and you're logged into a Google application of some sort, and you leave your desk, someone could just go to your desk and then download this file.
That's right. Like, it's just one more thing that we all have to be aware of to keep secure, to keep our computer locked up, etc., etc.
So I'm just asking this question on behalf of a friend, Colin. If you wanted stuff removed and you wanted this whole database removed, there are companies that can do that for you and basically remove you from the internet, though, aren't there?
Well, first of all, you can go to Google and Google how to delete my search history, and they have a helpful page that will do that for you.
Thanks, Georgie, for asking that question for me. Colin, have you searched your history, and what was the weirdest thing you found? Be honest, come on.
I don't have too many weird searches about elephants, but even something as innocuous as, what should I buy my wife for my birthday? You know, we've all searched for things like that, but you don't necessarily want to have to defend every single one of those searches, especially with that context.
That's exactly. We're all discussing it today, you know, in our meeting, and it's not just about all the, you know, the potentially dirty or dark stuff. It's just, like you said, innocuous misunderstandings. Yeah. And as comedy writers and people who work on radio, the stuff we search for is ridiculous. And if I had to justify that 18 months later, I'm not sure what I would say.
Yeah, he's kind of justifying it in advance, Colin. Yeah. Noticed.
There's a lot of nervous people on this desk tonight, Colin.
Yeah.
Thank you for not reassuring us.
Always a pleasure.
Fascinating.
I'd just like to point out I'm not worried at all. But the thing that was interesting today is we tried to do this. We got some people on the team to download their own, not other people's.
I like the way you're looking at me. What have you done?
No, sorry. I'll get yours to you later. No, and it took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that quick?
5 minutes.
To get the document.
Done.
I like it.
Well, if you're
his history here. And how to announce second pregnancy. What?